Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, we've got Hanukkah happening as we speak. We've got another night coming up tonight, and our very own Charlene Richards caught up with a local rabbi who has more on how the celebrations mean this year and what steps they're taking again to remain safe in the face of the mass shooting in Australia.
Candles were lit Tuesday night as one Jewish community in Jacksonville gathered to celebrate the third night of Hanukkah. This year, the rabbi leading the celebration said the holiday's message feels crucial, especially in a time like now.
The idea is to gather together, and the idea is that, especially today with all the murders and all the craziness going on in Australia. What was it in one of the universities? It's insane. The idea is to bring light to the world. You know, the easiest way to fight darkness is light. A little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness.
He says the gathering wasn't about ignoring what's happening in the world, but acknowledging it, remembering lives lost at Australia's Bondi Beach on Sunday, when 2 gunmen opened fire at a Hanukkah event, killing 15.
You have friends all over the world, and I know people everywhere. You know, we're all connected, I guess. I was getting reports on it pretty much soon after it happened. And it's crazy, you know. We're in a very dark time. You know, it's not even a question of religion. It's a question of we're just darkness.
He says with 5 nights of Hanukkah left, he hopes everyone, regardless of religion, comes together.
I would say anybody in town who wants to come, we're open, we're welcoming. Hopefully it'll be warmer. I think the end of the week is going to get warmer. Sunday, I'd love to have a bunch of people Sunday. It'd be great, you know. The more, you know, the praising God with the crowd is always better.
And again, that was Charlene Richards reporting. We now want to turn our attention to the other mass shooting that happened recently, the one in Brown University. NBC's Aaron McLaughlin has more.
Hey there, authorities have released new time-stamped footage showing the so-called person of interest in the hours prior to the mass shooting here at Brown University that killed 2 and wounded 9. In the footage released by the FBI, stitched together from Ring camera footage taken from homes and businesses in the area, even dash camera footage, you see the person of interest walking not far away from the campus about 2 hours prior to the attack. One point in the footage, you can see the individual running, and then he passes the building where the shooting took place about an hour before the attack, but you never see him enter. And then after the attack, there is footage of him walking away, raising all sorts of questions. Authorities say they still have not identified the person of interest in that video. The Attorney General at yesterday's press conference saying that once they have that identification, he's confident they'll be able to find him. Back to you.
Thank you, Aaron, for that report. We now want to turn to your weather forecast, but we do need to again turn our attention off to the west, as that's where we are going to be getting our next big rainmaker from. And it is already causing a lot of flooding along the west coast, particularly in western Washington state. We want to turn to reporter Sebastian Robertson, who has more on the flooding that is plaguing the Pacific Northwest.
This is a major event. A lot of our state's underwater.
Amid widespread flooding, Governor Ferguson issues a direct message to those in the danger zone.
If you get an evacuation order, for God's sakes, follow it.
Tonight, we've learned the disaster area spans more than 123,000 square miles. That's according to the Red Cross. The governor called the flooding crisis one of the most devastating disasters in the state's history.
As we've been saying every day since this started, the situation is extremely unpredictable. And that's something I want to emphasize again to all Washingtonians.
The governor expanded his emergency declaration to include 14 counties, activating cash and benefit assistance programs and making $3.5 million available for disaster relief. Money he says he can release without legislative approval. In addition, they're requesting more federal help.
So what we're working on is a major disaster declaration. That's what unlocks significant financial resources for individuals and for local governments and the state for the impacts that will no doubt be profound from a financial standpoint.
On the ground, emergency responders are working around the clock. Coast Guard helicopters provide support from the air, with the Washington National Guard on the ground.
We still have approximately 250 soldiers and airmen helping with this response. They filled over 15,000 sandbags. They're preventing people from driving down dangerous roads, and they're going door to door to help with evacuations.
Recently deployed federal urban search and rescue teams are on the ground helping people stuck in the flooding. All while the true extent of the damage won't be known until the water levels drop.
And again, that was Sebastian Robertson reporting. We now want to turn to our forecast. We are anticipating, again, some heavier showers rolling in late tomorrow into your Friday morning. For today, mostly sunny skies. A little bit of cloud cover starts to enter the picture coming up later on this afternoon. In fact, we're starting to see some of those high-level clouds right now stretching over Goldsboro and Wayne County, but we can certainly still see some shadows on the ground, indicating, again, we've got some sunshine reaching the ground. Here's a look at our Pirate Cam. The wind's right now blowing in 10 miles an hour. I think it was a little bit stronger than that given the way the camera is shaking, but it is zoomed out quite a ways. 43 degrees right now in Greenville. Feels like 37 when you factor in that breeze. But that breeze will continue to warm us up. Right now looking at 51 degrees, not only in Beaufort, but at Cape Hatteras as well. 38 degrees across Rocky Mount, Williamston, as well as Plymouth. We've got the mid to low 40s across some of our southern communities. Oriental, 46 degrees, 41 in Kenansville, 43 in Kinston, as well as Jacksonville. We've got 44 in New Bern. But compared to where we were yesterday, everyone is up. Looking again at air temperatures, about 5 to 12 degrees, well, even 14 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday, thanks to the sunshine and the southwesterly winds, which right now are looking strong. Right now, about a 5 to 10 mile per hour breeze. Those winds may get a little bit stronger as we head towards lunchtime. Today, anticipating around a 7 to 15 mile per hour breeze in the afternoon. Some of those stronger winds a little bit closer to the water. But zooming the picture out, again, we've got this large frontal boundary that is going to, again, be pushing rain back into eastern North Carolina. It will be followed up, though, by that area of low pressure you're seeing in the Pacific Northwest over northern Idaho and northwestern Montana. That area of low pressure is going to have a cold front that is going to dig very far south and help really clear a lot of rain across the east coast of the United States. You can see how that system again continues to develop as it moves over the east side of the Rocky Mountains and down over the Midwest. From there, again, it will continue to gather moisture. It will have another area of low pressure kind of left over from that frontal system that could give us some cloud cover a little bit later on today. But that area of low pressure out of the Gulf is only going to enhance the amount of rain we see out of that whole system, kind of those two systems merging together as they move over the Carolinas. For right now, again, anticipating some light to moderate showers coming in at times throughout Thursday, but Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening through Thursday night, that's when we're looking at moderate to heavy downpours returning to eastern North Carolina. Now, again, we will be clearing everything out afterwards. That area of high pressure is certainly going to lead to sunnier skies coming up for the weekend. We've got 55 degrees planned, though, for Saturday, 63 on Sunday. May see a slim chance of rain on Sunday. Right now, keeping it off your 8-day forecast, but something, again, we do want to at least mention. But again, the main rain source coming up over the next 8 days is largely going to be, again, Thursday night into Friday. Air temperatures for today, upper 50s. Coming up over the next 2 days, mid 60s, but it comes with cloud cover and, again, a few raindrops. That's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.